Have you ever paused in the stillness of your life and asked yourself, is there more to this existence than what my senses can perceive? I want to begin with this question because it is the doorway to everything we're about to explore together. In this moment, as you listen to these words, something within you is stirring. You can feel it, can't you? A soft, silent calling from somewhere beyond your current awareness, a dimension of being that you know is there, but cannot yet fully grasp. This is the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension isn't a place we travel to with our bodies. It is a state of expanded consciousness, a vibrational field where unity, love, and timelessness dissolve the illusions of separation and fear. In this higher state, you don't just believe in oneness, you become it. You don't seek peace, you are peace. And the beauty of it all is that this dimension is not far away. It's right here, waiting for you to attune to it. But how do we activate this state of being? How do we transcend the density of the mind and the ego, which pull us into the limitations of the third dimension? The answer lies in vibrational methods, practices that shift your frequency so profoundly that the gateway to the fifth dimension opens instantly. These methods are not abstract concepts but practical tools that anyone, including you, can use. So let's begin. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel the weight of your body, the rhythm of your breath, and the subtle energy that pulses through you. This energy is your connection to the infinite, to the fifth dimension. And the first vibrational method is perhaps the simplest but most overlooked: presence. When you become fully present, without judgment or resistance, you align yourself with the now. And in the now, the fifth dimension is always accessible. But presence isn't just about mindfulness. It's about surrendering the mental chatter that tells you who you are, what you should do, or what you should fear. Can you let those thoughts go, even for a moment? Can you feel the spaciousness that arises when you stop identifying with your mind? That spaciousness is the doorway, and it's always open. Now, let me ask you this: who are you without your thoughts? Who are you beyond the roles you play, the beliefs you hold, and the stories you tell yourself about your life? This question is not meant to be answered intellectually. It's meant to bring you into direct experience, the experience of your true self, which is infinite and boundless. When you touch this essence, even briefly, your vibration shifts. You begin to resonate with the higher frequencies of the fifth dimension.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
The second vibrational method is sound. Sound is one of the most powerful tools for altering your state of consciousness. Think about it: every sound carries a frequency, and every frequency has the power to influence your energy field. When you chant a mantra, listen to sacred music, or immerse yourself in the vibrations of a singing bowl, you are literally tuning your being to a higher frequency. Try this: close your eyes and hum softly. Feel the vibration in your chest, your throat, and your head. Allow the hum to grow louder and more resonant. Notice how your body responds. Do you feel a subtle shift, a lightness, or a sense of expansion? This is the power of sound. It bypasses the mind and directly influences your energy field. And here's something profound: the universe itself is made of sound. Ancient traditions have told us this for millennia, and now science is beginning to confirm it. The vibration of Om, for example, is said to be the primordial sound of creation, the frequency from which all reality emerges. When you attune to this sound, you are aligning yourself with the very fabric of the universe, and the fifth dimension becomes your natural state. But let's go deeper. What happens when you combine presence and sound with intention? Intention is the third vibrational method, and it is the most powerful of all. Your intention is your creative force, the energy that shapes your reality. When you set an intention to connect with the fifth dimension, you are sending a clear signal to the universe, and the universe always responds. But intention is not wishful thinking. It's not about saying, "I want to be in the fifth dimension," while secretly doubting it's possible. True intention comes from a place of inner knowing, of absolute certainty that you are already connected to this higher realm. Can you feel that certainty within you? If not, what's stopping you? Is it fear, doubt, or a sense of unworthiness? Whatever it is, know that these are just stories that the ego tells to keep you small. And you are not small. You are infinite. As we close this part, I want you to reflect on this. What would your life look like if you lived every moment in the fifth dimension? How would it feel to move through the world with love, clarity, and a sense of boundless possibility? Take a moment to imagine it, feel it, and know that it is already within you, waiting to be awakened. Energy is the essence of everything. It's not just what flows through your body, it's what creates your experiences, shapes your perceptions, and defines your reality. When we talk about activating the fifth dimension, we're really talking about mastering energy. This mastery doesn't require years of training or a lifetime of discipline. It requires one thing: awareness, sharp, unshakable awareness of how energy moves through you and interacts with the world. Here's a truth that many overlook: the fifth dimension is not somewhere else. It's layered into the very fabric of this reality, intertwined with the energy of every thought, every feeling, every voice. Most people never notice it because their energy is scattered. Their attention is fragmented by distractions, fears, and desires, pulling them into the lower vibrations of separation and struggle. To activate higher consciousness, you must first reclaim this energy. You must pull it back into alignment. Start with your attention. Where is it right now? Is it fully here, or is it wandering? Attention is your most powerful tool for shifting energy. Where your attention goes, energy flows. When your attention is divided between your past, your future, your worries, your plans, you weaken your energy field. But when you focus your attention fully on the present moment, on the space around you and the sensations within you, your energy begins to concentrate. And this concentration creates a ripple effect, raising your vibration and opening the doorway to higher consciousness. Let's test this. Sit still for a moment and feel the energy in your hands. Not your hands themselves, but the subtle, tingling sensation within them. Can you sense it? Now expand that awareness to your entire body. Feel the aliveness coursing through you, the silent hum of energy that never stops. This awareness alone is transformative. It pulls you out of the mental noise and into the living frequency of the fifth dimension. Now, let's talk about the next vibrational method: breath. Your breath is the bridge between the physical and the energetic. It's the one thing you can consciously control to shift your vibration instantly. Slow, deep breaths calm the nervous system, quiet the mind, and create space for higher frequencies to flow through you. But there's more to it than just breathing deeply. The way you breathe can actually reprogram your energy field. Try this: inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold the breath for a count of 4. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. Do this 5 times and notice what happens. Feel the shift in your body, the stillness in your mind, the expansion in your energy. This simple practice aligns your breath with the natural rhythm of the universe, creating a resonance that pulls you into the fifth dimension. But breath alone is not enough. To truly activate fifth dimensional consciousness, you must also address the energy you carry from the past. Every experience you've ever had leaves an imprint on your energy field. These imprints act like filters, distorting the way you perceive reality. They keep you anchored in the third dimension, replaying old patterns and limiting beliefs. To rise above them, you must release them. This release doesn't happen through force or resistance. It happens through awareness and acceptance. When you feel an old emotion, anger, fear, sadness, don't push it away. Don't try to fix it or analyze it. Just feel it fully. Let it move through you without judgment. This act of feeling is how energy is transmuted. It's how the dense vibrations of the past dissolve, making space for the higher frequencies of the fifth dimension. Now, here's something most people don't realize: your reality is not fixed. It's fluid, constantly shaped by your energy. When you raise your vibration, you don't just change your inner state, you change the external world around you. People, events, and opportunities begin to align with your higher frequency. This is not magic. It's the natural law of resonance, like attracts like. The energy you emit is the energy you receive. Think about the energy you're putting out right now. Is it aligned with the fifth dimension, or is it rooted in fear, doubt, or scarcity? If it's the latter, don't judge yourself. Just notice it. Awareness is the first step to change. From this awareness, you can begin to shift your energy with a simple question: what would love do? Love is the vibration of the fifth dimension. It's not just an emotion, it's a state of being, a frequency that dissolves all separation. When you act from love, speak from love, and think from love, you align yourself with the highest frequencies of the universe. But love is not always easy. It requires courage. It requires you to face your fears, your wounds, your shadows, and to meet them with compassion instead of resistance. When you do this, something extraordinary happens. The energy of your pain transforms into the energy of your awakening. Your wounds become your wisdom. Your fears become your freedom. This is the alchemy of energy. Now, let's take this even further. Imagine that every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you take is creating ripples in the quantum field. These ripples don't just affect your life, they affect the entire collective consciousness. This is why your vibration matters. When you raise your frequency, you're not just activating the fifth dimension for yourself, you're helping to anchor it into the collective field. You're creating a ripple effect that raises the vibration of everyone around you. And this brings us to the final vibrational method: gratitude. Gratitude is the frequency of abundance, of wholeness, of already having everything you need. When you feel gratitude not just as a thought, but as a deep, embodied state, you shift your vibration instantly. You move out of lack and into abundance, out of fear and into love, out of separation and into oneness. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the fifth dimension, because it aligns you with the truth of who you really are: infinite, whole, and complete. So, let me ask you this: what are you grateful for right now? Not in some abstract, general way, but specifically in this moment. Look around you. Feel into your life. Even if things aren't perfect, even if you're struggling, there is something, no matter how small, that you can be grateful for. Find it, feel it, and notice how your energy shifts. As we close this part, I want you to really sit with this. What if the only thing standing between you and the fifth dimension is your willingness to shift your energy? What if it's not something you need to achieve, but something you need to allow? Right now, in this moment, can you allow yourself to feel the infinite love, peace, and unity of the fifth dimension? Just for a moment, let go of everything else and feel it. It's already here. It's always been here. Let's get something straight: time and space are not what they seem. They feel real because we've been conditioned to experience reality in a linear way. But that's just the surface. Beneath it, everything is happening at once, every possibility, every version of you, every dimension. The fifth dimension is not bound by the rules of time and space. It's a state where the past, present, and future collapse into a single infinite now. The question is, are you willing to experience that? Most people are trapped in the illusion of time. They live in constant anticipation of the future or regret about the past. This keeps them locked in the lower dimensions, where life feels like a race against the clock. But the truth is, time is just a construct. It's a tool for organizing experiences, not an absolute reality. The fifth dimension is beyond time. It's the realm where everything you've ever wanted already exists. The moment you align your energy with this truth, you stop chasing and start receiving. Space is no different. The idea that you are here and something else is there is part of the same illusion. In the fifth dimension, separation doesn't exist. The distance between you and anything you desire, whether it's love, wisdom, or abundance, is purely perceptual. When you activate fifth dimensional consciousness, you realize that everything is within you because you are everything. The sense of separation dissolves, and with it, the struggle to get somewhere or become something. You already are. Here's the challenge, though the mind will resist this. The mind is deeply attached to linear thinking because that's how it maintains control. It will tell you that you need to work harder, do more, achieve more to access something higher. But the fifth dimension isn't accessed through effort, it's accessed through alignment. The more you let go of the mind's grip, the more naturally you attune to the infinite field. So how do you break free from the illusion of time and space? The first step is to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing yourself as a body moving through time, see yourself as a field of energy interacting with other fields of energy. Feel the expansiveness of this. Notice how the boundaries of you begin to blur. This is not just an abstract concept, it's something you can feel right now, in your body, in your energy. The more you experience yourself as energy, the more you begin to live as your infinite self. The next step is to consciously direct your energy. In the third dimension, people believe that actions create outcomes. In the fifth dimension, it's your energy that creates outcomes. The frequency you emit determines the reality you experience. This is not wishful thinking, it's quantum physics. Every thought, feeling, and intention sends out a vibration that interacts with the quantum field, shaping your reality in ways you can't always see immediately. When you shift your energy, you shift everything. Let's test this now. Think of something you want, something that feels just out of reach. Notice how your energy feels when you think about it. Is there tension? A subtle sense of doubt? That energy is what's keeping it out of reach. Now, instead of wanting it, imagine that it's already yours. Feel it as if it's happening right now. Notice the shift in your energy. That's alignment. That's the frequency of the fifth dimension. But here's where it gets interesting. In the fifth dimension, you don't just align with what you want, you align with who you truly are. The higher dimensions are not about manifesting material things, they're about realizing your infinite potential. When you live from this state, everything you need flows to you effortlessly because you're no longer chasing the illusion of lack. You are abundance itself. This brings us to one of the most misunderstood aspects of the fifth dimension: surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing the need to control outcomes. In the lower dimensions, control is a survival mechanism. But in the fifth dimension, control is unnecessary because everything is already aligned. The more you surrender, the more life aligns with your highest good. It's not about trusting life blindly, it's about knowing, deep in your core, that life is always working in your favor. You might wonder, how can surrender and intentionality coexist? How can you consciously direct your energy while also letting go? The answer is in the balance. Set your intention clearly, then release your attachment to how it happens. Imagine throwing a ball into the air. You don't need to control its flight, you simply trust that it will land. This balance between action and surrender is the essence of fifth-dimensional living. Let's go deeper. If time and space are illusions, then so is identity. The you that you think you are, the personality, the roles, the story, is just a construct. It's a useful construct, but it's not who you are. In the fifth dimension, identity becomes fluid. You're no longer confined to one version of yourself. You can shift into any version of you that aligns with the reality you want to experience. This is not about pretending or forcing change. It's about remembering that you are infinite, and every possibility exists within you. Try this. Think of a version of you that already exists in the fifth dimension, a version of you that is fully aligned, fully awake, fully at peace. This version of you is not separate, it's simply a higher frequency of the same energy. Now, let that version of you guide your actions, your thoughts, your choices. Instead of asking, "What should I do?" ask, "What would this version of me do?" Notice how your energy shifts when you operate from this higher state. The fifth dimension is not a destination. It's not something you achieve or arrive at. It's a realization. It's seeing through the illusions of time, space, and identity, and living from the truth of your infinite nature. And here's the most beautiful part: the more you live in this truth, the more it becomes your natural state. You don't have to force it or maintain it. It simply is. But let's not stop there. If you're living beyond time and space, what does that mean for your relationships, your work, your purpose? It means that everything becomes an expression of your infinite self. You no longer see others as separate from you. You no longer see work as something you have to do. You no longer see purpose as something you need to find. Everything becomes a reflection of the infinite field flowing effortlessly through you. So what now? What do you do with this awareness? The answer is simple: live it. Live as if time and space were illusions. Live as if you were infinite. Live as if the fifth dimension is not something you activate, but something you are. Because it is. It always has been. You've just been waiting to realize it. And now you have. When you live in the awareness of the fifth dimension, life begins to unfold in ways that defy logic. You stop chasing, striving, or resisting, because you understand that everything is already happening for you, not to you. It's not about sitting back and doing nothing, it's about aligning so deeply with the flow of energy that your actions become effortless, guided, and profoundly impactful. You're no longer moving through life as a fragmented self, but as an extension of the infinite field. Let's come back to what this means practically. Every action, every thought, every interaction carries frequency. When you operate from the third-dimensional mindset, your energy is often reactive, driven by fear, doubt, or attachment to outcomes. In the fifth dimension, your energy becomes proactive, flowing from clarity, love, and purpose. Even the smallest action, when done from this higher vibration, ripples out into the quantum field in ways you can't fully see but will undoubtedly feel. Take relationships, for example. In the third dimension, relationships are often transactional, people seeking to fill voids in each other. But in the fifth dimension, relationships become reflections of wholeness. You no longer look to others to complete you because you already feel complete. This shifts everything. Conflicts dissolve, connections deepen, and love flows freely without conditions or expectations. When you resonate at this frequency, others naturally feel it and are drawn to meet you there. The same applies to purpose. Many people spend their lives searching for their purpose as though it's something external they need to find. But in the fifth dimension, you realize purpose is not something you do. It's the energy you bring to everything you do. Whether you're meditating, working, creating, or simply being, it all becomes infused with the vibration of your higher consciousness. Purpose stops being a destination and starts being a state of existence. Right now, you're already connected to this field. The fifth dimension isn't something far away, it's what's beneath the noise, beneath the distractions, beneath the stories you've been told about who you are. Let all of that fall away. Feel it. The stillness, the presence, the infinite potential. It's here, and it's always been here. Live from it, and watch how life transforms without effort, without struggle, without conditions.